Welcome today to live TV with CEO Cornelius Kinchen. Today I'll be discussing the Republican experience versus the Democratic experience from a starting point. I'm reading Introduction to Black Studies, author uh, Mar- Milano Caringe, and I'm discussing it with you guys. So just pay attention real quick. Um, Tune in, share this, subscribe, like. It's very important to notice the Republican experience. First, it started like the first electoral activity of African Americans was in the context of the Republican Party in the Reconstruction era. That's 1865 through 1877, according to Du Bois' 1935, Fauner 1988. Um, I say that to say this. You know, During the 1865, there was slavery going on. So when Lincoln started talking about freeing the slaves and things like that in the Emancipation Proclamation, the blacks were all for it because there was something in the deal for them, like a quid pro quo. That's what the the government, as far as politics is concerned, when you vote as a citizen, that's that's your quid pro quo. Like they have to give you something in return for that vote. And usually they promise you something. So in this case, after the Emancipation Proclamation, Lincoln Party, they considered it to be, as opposed to the Republican Party, being that the Lincoln wrote that in legislation and in law. Um, the reason black people had joined the Republican Party in great numbers, and that was during the Reconstruction era. Blacks joined the Republican Party in great numbers and held various offices on the national, state, and local levels. And that's where all the power is, on the local levels. Uh, City Hall. You could define these people. Look online. Everything's accessible based on technology. Um, again, again, that's when blacks first joined the Republican Party, and that was a part of the black experience, being freed and things of that nature. And So the reason for the black affiliation with the Republican Party, according to Karinge in the introduction to Black Studies, quote, the reason for the black affiliation with the Republican Party were both by choice. That's the key. Each person have a choice, so your vote is your choice, and your voice, and your get back in return. And so the reason for the black affiliation with the Republican Party were both by choice, one, and the political situation in the United States at the time. And again, that was during slavery. First blacks joined and supported the Republican Party because it was the party of Lincoln and represented to them the party of emancipation. Secondly, the Republicans put forth legislation in the interest of black people. That's the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Thirdly, uh, Republicans actively recruited blacks and financed their campaigns in an effort to build a black electorate in their struggle with the Democrats. Period. After Lincoln, in 1876, after the Emancipation Proclamation, Republican president candidate Ruther B. Hayes agreed to withdraw federal troops and adopt a hands-off policy towards the South in exchange for the Southern electoral votes needed to win the election. This was called the Compromise of 1877. But this basically said, okay, you in the South, you was a slave owner and you was a slave master. Okay, since they use, since they were in power, having the electoral vote under Lincoln, which is very important. Electoral vote is very important. New Jersey has a lot of electoral votes based on the population, so each vote count. Um, again, Ruther B. Hayes, President Ruther B. Hayes of this United States, not he withdrew the federal troops and basically during the compromise of 1877, I don't know why they call it the compromise. Basically, the president put APP warrant, however you want to say, a head out on all slaves that were free under Lincoln's emancipation. And this guy was a Republican. So we need to know our history and why we're voting, getting more educated on voting, not just voting any influencer such as any pop star. Oh, I'm gonna vote this way because of this pop star or this R&B artist or this rap artist. No, you have to do your history, and I'll provide that history here on this channel. Like and subscribe. Next I'll be talking about the conclusion of why the Republicans basically wanted power, and how they just disrespected the blacks people with the Ku Klux Klan. The Lily White Party got, like, the Lily White Republicans, they were, you know, targeted because they tried to help black people, such as, like, I guess there was the Pilgrims. I don't know, but some people were super religious back then, and they were helping black people escape from rigorous, traumatic, horrific, scariest, every scary movie that you could think of. America was the leading star, such as Jason, Freddy, Jeffrey Dahmer's, all the above. They, went after the slaves after Rutherby Hayes. Basically, just put a hit out on all the people that were set free on the Emancipation Proclamation under Lincoln, because Lincoln was gone, out the office by then. There was another Republican back to back, so it was like crazy. So tune in live, Cornelius Kinchen. Like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook.